Black hole economics. When you go brrr, the liquidity pool doesn't just stay the same, it actually shrinks. In recent years, we often hear the phrase, everything bubble. But I don't think what we're seeing now is a bubble. If anything, it's the opposite of a bubble, a black hole. It looks to me like a black hole that devours the real economy, swallowing everything and reducing it to nothing. Brrr in the title is the onomatopoeia for central banks, especially the Fed, rapidly printing money. In simple terms, it's a meme that refers to the expansion of paper money. In reality, fiat currency can be increased electronically without ever touching a printer, so you don't even need the sound brrr. Keystrokes and mouse clicks would be more fitting. But for simplicity, and because it's catchy, the crypto crowd says brrr. Today I want to unpack what happens to the liquidity pool when this brrr occurs. To keep things simple, let's imagine a small hypothetical market. An individual with rights equivalent to a central bank. An Apple merchant. A barber. An infrastructure operator. A restaurant owner. What you throw into the pool is your own creditworthiness. Your credit is your contribution to the pool. You can increase or decrease that credit, but not on your own. It's determined by whether you act with integrity in your relationships with others. While villagers AD throw their labor, time, and ingenuity into the market as assets, you can use your special privilege to print currency. Because you have central bank-like authority, you can also compel the villagers to use that currency. Now suppose you decide to make easy profits by printing a large amount of money. Classic brrr. The liquidity backing of your currency is the trust that the villagers place in you. That trust does not suddenly surge just because you printed more. So the more you go brrr, the more you upset the balance of supply and demand, and the lower the value of the currency falls. If the money supply grows slowly, it's harder to notice at first. But the villagers aren't fools. Eventually, they realize there's more currency floating around than before. Once they feel that, will they continue trusting you? Of course not. Whether quickly or slowly, sooner or later your credibility will be expelled from the pool. When that happens, the liquidity pool shrinks by the amount of trust that was attributable to you. In fact, if your credit had been overbuilt, overestimated, it may shrink by more than just your share. Expanding the liquidity pool is good, shrinking it is bad. Left alone, the pool tends to shrink over time due to increasing entropy. That's why market participants must keep applying ingenuity and effort to at least maintain the pool's size, or better yet, grow it. If the liquidity pool becomes extremely small, many people will be unable to sustain their lives. This connects directly to the question of how humanity survives. If the villagers have overestimated your credit and you push infinite brrr, then once your credibility is expelled, the liquidity pool will contract rapidly with destructive force. Your village will morph into a place where survival becomes extraordinarily difficult, as if it were being swallowed by a black hole. I can't shake the feeling that our real world is drawing closer to such an era with each passing moment. I don't know whether we can resist it, but I intend to struggle as much as I can by working to expand my own liquidity.